or that means vegetation means you can, water means near, see water areas nearest, that wavelength is only 0.4 to 0.8. If you take vegetation areas, it must be very high, I think. If you have dry bare soil, you have very high reflectance. You have very high reflectance from the earth. So what are the different types of platforms can be used for acquiring remote sensing data? One is the aircraft, another one is the satellite. If you want to capture the data using aircraft, there are three methods are there. If you can fix the aircraft using the low, medium, and high altitude. Okay, low, medium, and high altitude. Basically, aircraft-based remote sensing techniques are used for capturing the higher level of spatial data. Capturing the higher level of spatial data, and also you can able to acquire the remote sensing data using the satellite. Okay, satellite maybe either you can use two types of satellite is there. One is the sun synchronous, another one is the geosynchronous. If you use sun synchronous means your satellite must be from earth, your satellite must be 800 to 900 kilometer altitude. Okay, if you use geosynchronous satellite means it must be, your satellite must be positioned in 35 900 kilometer altitude. Okay, so these are the see, this is the example for geosynchronous satellite. Okay, so the satellite is rotated towards the earth. That is a geosynchronous satellite. Here you can see this is sun synchronous satellite, polar sun synchronous satellite. So the satellite path is towards this here, this side and this side. Both this only, based on that only the satellite will rotate and capture the information about the earth. See, these are the different Indian remote sensing satellites that is already launched by the India. Some of the India satellites are now working. Some of the satellites lifetime is over. If you take a satellite name IRS-1A, that is Indian Remote Sensing Satellite 1A. That is established, that is launched in 1988, having a 36.25 meter resolution. Altitude is 893.913. Okay, then you go for IRS-1B. It is launched in 1991, having a 36.25 meter resolution. So I will tell what is meant by spatial resolution. So IRS-1C means 23.6 meter resolution. IRS-P3 means 189 YFS. I will tell what is meant by YFS, PAN, and also these are the different types of satellites already launched by Indian remote sensing satellite in the corresponding years. So altitude is that height of the satellite from the Earth. So these are the foreign remote sensing satellites they are launched. Okay, Landsat 1, Landsat 2, the corresponding year they have launched. Then what is a spatial resolution means in a single pixel in the image, it will represent 79 meter resolution. Single in that image, single pixel represents 79 meter spatial resolution in that image. So the corresponding altitude is present in that table, and also these are the country, which country they have launched in the corresponding satellite. Okay, Landsat 1, Landsat 2, 3, 4, 5, spot 1, 2, 3, 7, spot 4, ICONOS. In this, many of the satellites are launched by United States of America. See, these are the band information. Band means it will capture only the black and white image. So I already told now electromagnetic spectrum. No, these are the different wavelength that they have, that satellite will capture. So these are the, if you see this one. 0.452 to 0.90. It is pan. The resolution is 15. 0.45 to 0.52 means blue. 0.53 to 0.60 means green. These are the visible region. Okay, the corresponding resolution, spatial resolution is presented here. So this one. See, these are all the. This is the example for IRS camera, the IRS satellite. Okay, here in that is the star sensor, LIS-3 camera, pan camera. Pan camera can able to take only the black and white image. LIS-3 camera means it is based on, for example, every camera is supported by different number of bands. So you can see here. These are the, for example, LIS-3. It will support 4 bands. So this is the one of the example. See, this band having 7 bands. Each band having have application for capturing different regions. For example, if you use this list3, this list3 is capable for capturing the list3. For example, this list3 sensor, IRS having using this list3 sensor. This list3 sensor having for support to 4 number of bands. I will tell this one. What are the number of? So these are the IRS 1C satellites, which is the diagram for. This is the figure of IRS 1C satellite. See, this is the IRS P6 satellite. So in that list4 camera is launched in IRS P6. So this is the IRS P6 camera. Okay. What this list4 supports high resolution multispectral. Okay. This list4 will operates on 4 spectral bands. Operates only in 4 spectral bands. Ground resolution is 5.8 meter. 4 spectral bands means the satellite will capture the image in 4 different bands. Okay, each band is useful for to identify different number of applications. For example, if you take band 1, it will be useful to capture that vegetation information. Band 2, it will be useful to capture hill information. Like that, all the 4 spectral bands will be useful for different types of information. And also the ground resolution of this IRS P6 is 5.8 meter. 5.8 meter means each pixel in the image will represent 5.8 meter in the earth. Okay, so swath width is 70 kilometer and 20. This is the swath width means the satellite. In a single picture, in the swath width. Okay, left side it covers 70 kilometer, and also this corners it will cover 23 kilometer corners for this one image. If you take list3 sensor. List3 sensor means it will operate only on 4 spectral bands. What are the 4 spectral bands? Green, red, near IR, and SWIR. So every image every image is captured by in Earth. Every place is captured by 4 images. Okay. So this what is the spatial resolution of the list3 image? 23.5. Okay. Then swath width is 141 kilometer. It will cover 141 kilometer. Band is 4 bands. Okay. What is the meaning of band is that every image that captured by the satellite, it's having 4 bands. Okay, 4 images. Same places we have 4 images. Okay, so for example, vegetation will be so good in good in a green band, and also hilly areas will be highly reflected in red band, and also that water must be highly reflected in near IR. So based on your application, you can take the particular band, you can apply your algorithms, then you can process it. Okay. So this is the AYFS, operates in 4 spectral bands, ground resolution 56 meter. Okay, swath it is 740 kilometer. Okay. So these are the these are the list3 image. List3 image. List4 mono means that is only one band. Mono means only one band. That is black and white. AYFX different. Then list4 MX, list3, list4, list4 mono, AYFS images. These are the different types of images captured by the satellite. See, this is the list IRS 1A, 1B. List3 image. It is captured by list3. It has having 4 bands. Okay, you can't be able to see what are the information present in that images. For that, you have to apply the different image processing algorithms to classify what are the information present in that images. So in that, the pixel resolution is 36.25 meter. Pixel resolution is 36.25 meter. Every pixel in that image shall cover 36.25 meter in the earth. So this is the example for IRS 1C, 1D images. This image is having 23.5 meter resolution. 23.5 meter resolution. So again, IRS P6 resource set. Now it is currently in use. Okay, this images will support 23.5 meter Madurai image. So you can see what is the difference between these two images. This is 23.5 meter. Here you can see only 2.5 meter. So resolution, if resolution decreases, accuracy increases. We can able to identify the single buildings also. Here this is the IRS P5 Cartosat image, 2.5 meter Madurai urban area. We can able to, but here in this image you can't able to identify what are the information present in that images. But here you can able to see what are the buildings. You can see the buildings, what are the roads. So here you can able to analyze the image because the resolution is high. Okay, higher the resolution, higher the data present in the images. So this is the again this is the Cartosat. It is 2.5 meter. It represents 2.5 meter Madurai urban area. See, this is the 2 point again. It is 2.5 meter. See, we can able to see individual houses and also some agriculture lands. These are the things we can able to easily can identify. So this is the you can see Iconos. This is the satellite image taken by Iconos satellite. It is a foreign satellite having 1 meter resolution. It is a part of Singapore image. See, even 1 meter you can easily able to extract the what are the information present in that images. So what is the resolution in the satellite image? These 4 types of resolution is mandatory. One is the spatial resolution, another one is the spectral resolution, third one is the radiometric resolution, and fourth one is the temporal resolution. Okay, so spatial, see what is meant by spatial resolution. When we are telling that image is how much 36.25 meter resolution means it is spatial resolution. That is IRS list 2, that is 36.25 meter. If you go for IRS span, it supports 5.8 meter. IRS list 3 means it will support 23.5 meter. IRS Wi-Fi YFS means it is supposed 188 meter. So that is the spatial resolution of every image. If you go for spectral resolution, see the first image having that is a spectrum range. Spectrum means it is a range of frequency. If you go for first image, that is taken from that spectral ranges 0.45 to 0.52. That is blue band. If you go for second image, it is 0.52 to 0.60. That is representing green band. So if you go for third one, that is taken from that green red band 0.63 to that wavelength is 0.63 to 0.69 micrometer. So that is spectral resolution. This is example for spectral resolution. Then what is radiometric resolution? So this is the radiometric resolution. So first image is represented by 8-bit radiometric colors. That is 2 power 8. So the first bit have a combination. First image have a combination of 256 colors. If you go for second image, it only represents to 3-bit radiometric. It will support only 3-bit radiometric resolution. So 2 power 3 means it will represent only 8 colors. Okay, 8. It will support 8 colors. So that is the radiometric resolution. Then what is the temporal resolution? Temporal resolution is the revisit period of the satellite. Okay, for example, when a satellite visited in March, if you want to analyze change direction between 2000 and 2020, in 2000 if a satellite visited in March, in 2020 also you can take the March image. If you take any other month, it will give wrong results because March some agriculture will be different. In June some agriculture will be different. So that for applying change direction, it will give wrong results. So this temporal resolution is very important. Okay, so then what are the applications of? Okay, so we have to using I already told no, using satellite image processing technology, we can able to identify the agriculture land, urban sprawl analysis, what are the urban sprawl improvement in the last 10 years, and also road area extraction, and also that whatever in that low resolution images, we can't able to identify the features. For that, you have to accurately apply the classification algorithms to identify what are the features present in that images. That is one of the main applications: change detection, road extraction, okay, and also building extraction, shadow detection. Okay, these are some of the different applications when you have to apply the satellite image processing. Then see, these are this one. So next is satellite image processing operations. What are the different types of satellite image processing operations? First, input image is captured. Then image pre-processing. In that image pre-processing, 2 types of corrections are required: geometric correction and radiometric correction. Okay, so after pre-processing only you have to apply image enhancement. Then in that restoration part, the removing the noise is essential. Okay, so then image analysis, in that you have to apply feature extraction, segmentation, classification. After classification of the images, you have to compress the image and you have to process. So these are the sequential steps involved in satellite image processing operations. First is the input image. There is a raw image. So the raw image is pre-processed by either geometry correction or these two are essential: geometry correction and radiometric correction. Then image enhancement, image restoration. Okay, then after image analysis, in that image analysis, based on your requirement, you have to apply the feature extraction, segmentation, classification, and for before sending the output, you have to compress the algorithms. Then you have to process the output image. So next you can see what are the different types of noise present in that satellite image processing. So you can see interacts. What are the different during the transmission from satellite to Earth? What are the different interactions that will be held in through the atmosphere? So particles and gases in the atmosphere can affect the incoming light and radiation. Okay, so these effects are caused by the mechanism of scattering and absorption. Okay, particles of gases in the atmosphere can lead to the energy being scattered and absorbed. Okay, then scattering. Okay, what is the meaning of scattering? Scattering is affected by wavelength of the radiation, abundance of the particles or gases. Okay, there are mainly three types of scattering is available: Rayleigh scattering, Mie scattering, and non-selective scattering. These are the scattering techniques are available. See, if the sky is blue because of Rayleigh scattering, so, whenever the satellite is acquiring the blue band, shorter wavelengths of the visible spectrum are scattered more than the longer visible wavelengths. Okay, so because sky is also blue in color, whenever the satellite is receiving information from the blue band, shorter wavelengths of the visible spectrum are scattered more than the longer wavelengths, so that we can that error will happen in the satellite images. Okay, so this scattering occurs when particles are large gas molecules present in the atmosphere and they interact with the cause of the electromagnetic radiation to be redirected. Okay, scattering occurs when particles are large gas molecules present in the atmosphere interact with and cause the electromagnetic radiation to be redirected from this original path. For that, the error will happen during the transmission. Okay, then Rayleigh scatter. So this is Rayleigh scatter is that when radiation interacts with the atmospheric molecules that are much smaller in diameter. When Rayleigh scatter will occur? It occurs when radiation interacts with atmospheric molecules that are much smaller in diameter than the wavelength of the interacting radiations. Okay. The major form of Rayleigh scattering is blue sky. Okay, blue sky, because of blue sky. Then when the Mie scattering will occur? Mie scattering exists when the atmospheric particle diameters essentially equal the wavelengths of the energy. So for example, Mie scattering is occurred mainly due to water vapor and dust. Okay, due to water vapor and dust during the atmosphere, this type of Mie scattering will occur. Then non-selective scattering, it will be occurs if the diameters of the particles are much larger than the wavelength of the energy. For example, water droplets, it will directly, when the energies are entering to the water droplets, it will directly, due to rain or anything, it will directly absorb the energy. Okay, that is the non-selective scattering. So correct for scattered in how to correct the scattering noise in a remote sensitive satellite images. Various algorithms are there. Okay, so Mie scattering in particular is different on different days. So applying the correction algorithm should be different on different days. Okay, and also this one, absorption. During the transmission, the absorption also plays a major role due to the ozone. Okay, to absorb the harmful ultraviolet radiation from the sun, and also carbon dioxide also play a major role in absorption. Okay, it is referred as a greenhouse gas. And also next, the third one is the water vapor. It also absorbs much of the incoming long wave infrared and short wave microwave radiation. So these are the three things mainly play a major role in absorption. So you can see these are the radiometric corrections. For every algorithm, I will give an example. If you give radiometric, how to perform radiometric correction in satellite images, changing the image data brightness values to correct for errors or distortions. So the radiometric corrections are useful for changing the image data brightness. Some of the image data brightness values are not good. For that, changing the image data brightness values to correct for errors or distortions. For example, due to atmospheric effects or sensor errors, these radiometric corrections are needed. Then what is geometric correction? Changing the geometric spatial properties of the image data. Okay, so if you want to change the spatial or geometric properties of the data, geometric corrections are available. Some examples of geometric correction is image rectification and rubber sheeting. See, these are the how can we perform geometric correction in satellite images? One is the nearest neighbor, another one is the linear interpolation, cubic convolution. So these are three methods that are used in a geometric correction. So under nearest neighbor method, how can you, for example, in the center part of the pixel that is not captured by the satellite. For that, how to rectify that pixel? So for that, assign the new brightness value from the closest input pixel. Okay, so first you can take the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4 is there. So whichever pixel is nearer, that will be taken. And also bilinear interpolation means it is a distance weighted average of the brightness values from the 4 closest input pixels. So the next one we have to you have to take the weighted average of the brightness values of the 4 pixels, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can take the weighted average. So and also cubic convolution based on that, it is a polynomial equation. Fits a polynomial equation to interpolate a surface based on the nearest 16 input pixels. Okay, we have to give a polynomial equation to interpolate a surface based on the nearest 16 input pixel values. So that is the cubic convolution. So these are the main 3 algorithms for correcting the geometric correction. For geometric correction, for the 4 basic steps are required. First, you have to collect the GCPs, ground control points, tie points on the images to GCPs, transform all image pixel coordinates using mathematical functions, then resample the pixel values from the input image to bit values in the newly georeferenced image. I will show an example. So how to perform the image georeferencing? If you see this, these are the images. So after georeferencing, you can make a grid, that is geographic grid. You can see the latitude, longitude values of the original image. See, in that, see, this is the input image. How can you perform the georeference image? Without georeferencing, we can't be able to know what are the information present in the images. After georeferencing, what will happen? You see, after georeferencing, that is, you can able to find the different latitude and longitude values of the input image. Okay, then how to